Hey guys, Johnny, and I'm here with Tim.
Hi.
Really, that's all you got. Anyways, we're doing the Summerslam predictions. The loser doesn't really do it. Has to. Actually, no, I have an idea.
What?
The loser
No,
has to
not
admit the other show is better. So you on Raw, you have to say that SmackDown is better. And if you win, I have to say Raw is better.
Not bad, okay.
Yeah, I'm saying Raw is better.
I
I know
hope
in
you
my
don't
heart
do
of hearts, SmackDown's better. Moving on. We're going to do the predictions for all 12 SummerSlam matches. And we're going to start off with the big one. No, not Ryback. Never him. He's gone. Get out of here.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. But first is Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate, the Conqueror, versus Randy Orton, the Viper, the Apex Predator. Who you got, Tim, and why?
I have Randy Orton, actually. I always thought he was going to win because he's made his big return, and if he loses... What the fuck? If he loses, it's a big waste of time for him coming back and returning.
I predict Lesnar is going to win.
Okay.
Because I've been watching SmackDown, and there seems to be tension between Orton and Bray Wyatt. I think Bray Wyatt's going to cost Orton this match, and they'll engage in a little rivalry.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's my first... It's our first predictions. Up next is Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins. So, Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins, the Demon versus the Architect for the Universal Championship. Christ, that's a stupid name. Tim, who do you have and why?
I don't think the Universal Championship is stupid, firstly, and I think Finn Balor is going to win, surprisingly. I don't know why. Actually, I think that Finn Balor is looking really strong because he beat the heck out of
Make Roman look strong.
Yeah, and I think
make him look strong. God damn it!
Management, including like Triple H, they have a lot of faith in him. So I think he's going to do well for himself, and I think it starts tonight.
Yeah, well, tomorrow.
Sorry.
Takeover's tonight, you dumbass. Yeah, can we just applaud my Vince McMahon impression there? And secondly, don't applaud. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go with Balor as well, because I do think Seth Rollins is the future of WWE, but I do think it would make Finn Balor look kind of like a chump if he loses his first match in his demon form in WWE, especially since he bet the holy pudding out of Rollins on Raw. I do believe Balor's going to go over and become the first Universal Champion. Who's going to challenge him after that? I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Up next, we're going to do Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler for the WWE Championship. So up next, we have the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose versus the show-off, Dolph Ziggler. Well, Ambrose is one of the biggest names on SmackDown. Ziggler, nah, not really. Nah. But it is going to be for the WWE Championship. Who do you have and why?
Do you want to go first? I haven't really thought about this one.
Alright, cool.
Sorry.
I'm going to go with Ambrose. He does have some backstage heat for his interview on the Stone Cold podcast, but I don't think that's going to make him lose his title to Ziggler at SummerSlam. If he does lose his title, it's going to be a backlash to someone I'm going to say later on in the video. Suspense. But yeah, I do think Ambrose is going to retain over Ziggler, and quite cleanly as well. I expect him to... It'll be a good match, but I do expect Ambrose to hit Ziggler with the dirty deeds after a good 15-minute match and get the win.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but I agree with you. Definitely.
What do you mean you hate to say it?
I agree with you, definitely. I think he's looking like a strong champion so far. Hopefully he will continue on.
Yeah, so up next we are going to do AJ Styles versus John Cena. So, it's now the face that runs the place, John Cena, versus the phenomenal... I can't even say that. The phenomenal... Damn it!
This did up so badly.
I know.
That was horrible.
AJ Styles, you get the point. Who do you have and why?
Oh no. I'm gonna say... AJ Styles. AJ Styles because... Honestly, I think he's just... I don't know. I actually don't know.
You're just saying Styles for no reason.
For no reason. Styles.
I'm going to predict Styles as well, because I have a reason for it.
I don't have a reason.
I believe at Backlash, he's going to beat Dean Ambrose to become the champion.
Ooh.
I do think that now with the backstage heat on Ambrose, he's gotten heat from Vince McMahon and Triple H. Not a good time to be a lunatic. So I do think Ambrose is going to win this match clean. Since Cena may be going away for Backlash, he won't be there. Yeah. So there's no use putting him in the championship picture. Might as well push the younger Styles, even though Styles is 35 or something like that. But I do think that Styles is going to win and challenge Ambrose and will be his next challenger for the foreseeable future.
Yes.
Alright, now we're going to move on to the New Day versus Bullet Club. So up next is Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston of the New Day defending their tag team titles against the Club, or Bullet Club. I'm calling the Bullet Club because that's where they were in New Japan. Luke Gallows and Machine Gun Carl Anderson. Who do you have and why, since it's your show?
Yes, New Day definitely have to win this one match. I think they're one of the best tag teams in Raw. I mean, Raw isn't renowned.
They're the only good tag team in Raw.
Yeah, I was just going to say, there's no other good tag teams in Raw. That's the main reason why. Think about it, because like Raw is just full of like just crappy teams. SmackDown is a lot better for the tag teams. I have to admit that.
Thank you.
New Day are good. They're great.
Yeah, I think the New Day are gonna win as well. But I just gotta say, I love the build up with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, kind of going back to his Doc Gallows sort of thing, where they are treating Biggie for ring postitis. I thought that was really funny, and their little gimmicks. It shows they can be serious, but they also have their comedy side as well. Yeah. The New Day, I do believe they're going to retain. They've never lost a title defense since they did lose one since they're two-time tag champs. Yeah, but then they won the back straight away. They're nearing Demolition's record as the longest reigning tag champs, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do pass Demolition's record. So I do think that the New Day are going to win.
Yes.
So up next, it's the match that, well, some people might care about. Cesaro versus Sheamus in their first ever Best Out of 7 series. So this is Cesaro versus Sheamus in their Best Out of 7 series. Since this is your show, Tim, who do you have and why?
I don't care who wins this match, honestly. I'm probably going to say Sheamus, because Cesaro's won the last 2 matches. It makes sense. And also Sheamus, he's like promoted as like a really good mid-card wrestler. So I think he's pushed very much. So I think out of the mid-card wrestlers, he's the most like over, I'd say.
I do think Cesaro needs to win this feud over Sheamus to build him up to be that main super world champion that everyone wants him to be. I do think he's going to win the first match of the series. I wouldn't be surprised if Sheamus wins, but it can be due to shenanigans or whatever. But I think Cesaro's going to win, because he needs that pay-per-view win.
Interesting.
Since he hasn't got that all year, I think. So up next, we're going to do Sasha versus Charlotte for the women's title. So up next is the boss, Sasha Banks, defending her women's title against Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte. Who do you have and why?
I have Sasha Banks winning this match. Ever since she won 3 weeks ago, I think, or 4 weeks ago, I can't count. Mm-hmm. It makes sense, like, she's doing...
After Battleground.
Yeah, it's completely fair that she keeps the championship for at least 2 or 3 months, I'd say, before she gives it up. Like, it's probably she's going to give it up, like, next year at WrestleMania or something. I can't count months. Definitely...
Yeah, you can't.
Definitely, she's having... I think this is a good rivalry, but they need to, like, keep it going in order for it to get exciting.
Yeah, the main problem I have with Raw is the women's division at the moment is only really Sasha, Charlotte, Nia Jax, and Dana Brooks, and Dana Brooks is just playing a side character in the whole Sasha Charlotte rivalry, and Nia Jax is just squashing jobbers. I do believe that this rivalry will go on, at least until Raw's first pay-per-view, first exclusive pay-per-view. I'm not sure what their Backlash equivalent is, but that one. And I do believe they need to get people up, make the roster more depthful on Raw to have Sasha as more of a dominant, defying the odds champ. Because on SmackDown you have easily 5 women who can win the title without. So they made the roster look have more depth. But in terms of that, I do predict Sasha's going to win without a doubt. I'll be really surprised if she didn't. And yeah, up next we'll do the SmackDown women's match. So up next is the SmackDown 6 women tag match. It's been shortened down to a 3-on-2 handicap since Eva Marie is now suspended for 30 days due to violating the wellness policy. # all drugs everything. And we're going to do 2 predictions for this one. First prediction is going to be who will replace Eva Marie in this match, if anyone, and who's going to win? So, Tim, over to you first.
Becky Lynch, I have winning this match. She actually had a really good performance.
You mean Team Becky Lynch?
Oh, it's a tag team match. What?
I just said that. It's a 6-woman tag match.
I'm so confused.
Becky, Naomi, and Carmella versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Blank. The prediction is who's going to go into the match and who's going to win.
Originally, I think, was Eva Marie on the other team. I think that this means that Becky Lynch's team is going to win, no doubt about it. And again, I thought this was a singles match a second ago.
Yeah, and who's going to replace Eva Marie, if anyone?
Oh, I'm going to say, for old time's sake, Bayley, because she was on the main roster before, and I don't even care.
Oh, Christ, that was a bad one. I predict Becky Lynch's team is going to win, but I do believe on the heel team, Nikki Bella is going to make her return and go on that team. She's recently been cleared by WWE doctors to return to the ring the day Eva Marie got suspended. So I do believe this is going to be Nikki Bella's return to the ring, but I do believe that her return is going to be a loss. I do believe Team Becky is going to win. So next we're going to do Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the US title. So up next is Rusev Machka going up against the guy. I hate that fucking nickname. Roman Reigns. Who do you have and why?
I have Roman Reigns winning this one. I think this is a good rivalry for Roman Reigns, but I also think that I don't really enjoy this. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this as much as the other rivalries. But yeah, Roman Reigns, he's very big, strong, and he's going to win this match, no doubt.
Okay, I do believe Reigns is going to win, but you went into detail. I'm saying, oh, he's strong. # make Roman look strong. Rusev, I am enjoying his feud, even though he's just been squashing jobbers for the most part of it. I do believe Lana's going to have an impact in this match, where she'll distract Roman Reigns when he's about to do the Superman punch or something.
Yeah.
But I do think Reigns is going to win, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I hope Rusev goes on to do better things. But I find it stupid how Reigns violated the wellness policy and he gets his title match at SummerSlam, and how Sami Zayn put on a match of the year candidate against KO at Money in the Bank and won. Wait, no, Backlash. No, not Backlash. What? Battleground. And won, and he's stuck on the pre-show. I believe that's pretty disrespectful. Yeah. But what can you do? Up next, we are going to do The Miz versus Apollo Crews. So, up next is the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, versus Apollo Crews, not Creed. I meant that as a joke a couple of seconds ago, by the way. Right. Since this is my show, I'm doing the first prediction. Cool. And I believe The Miz will retain. I do believe that Maurice is going to play a part in the match. I do believe he's going to have a good match with Apollo, but I don't really want The Miz to lose, since I prefer to have a heel champion than a face champion. I do believe he's going to lose the title at Backlash in a fatal four-way between him, Apollo, Baron Corbin, and Kalisto. But for the moment, I think Miz is going to retain. Yeah,
I agree, definitely. What if it's don't broke, don't fix it? And I think he's an alright champion, so they're just going to keep him as a champion. He's a good
heel champion. He makes the people hate him. I've always admired the Miz at that. He's a good heel. But up next, we are going to do Zayn and Neville versus the Dudleys. So we have our first tag match of the night. This one, it was only announced yesterday because it's Sami Zayn in there. It's Sami Zayn and Neville. I'll just call him Adrian Neville because that's who he was in NXT. Yeah. Against the Dudley Boys. Since it's your roster, Tim, I'll let you have the first prediction.
Sami Zayn and Neville I have winning this match. They're just really good wrestlers. Come on, I think that this time the Dudleys will put them over. They usually do put over younger wrestlers, and I know they're not that young, but they're still pretty young. And Neville is really good. He's been looking great lately in his matches, and he'll hit the red arrow, definitely.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Neville back in full competition. I'm just ignoring that him and Zayn are on the pre-show, since they have been doing good on Raw. The Dudleys, I do really like them, especially when they're like, Devon, get the tables. But I do believe that Neville and Zayn are going to go over in this match. They just have to win, to be fair, to have them build up more momentum on Raw. But our final predictions now is going to be the SmackDown 6v6 tag match. So let's get into that one. So now we're in this absolute mess of a match. God, this is going to be fun. So this is the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, the Hype Bros, Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley, and American Alpha, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, versus Fabrice, Fandango and Tyler Breeze, the Ascension, Victor and Connor, and the Vaudevillains, Aiden English and Simon Gotch. Since it's my show, do the first prediction. I, just like on SmackDown 2 weeks ago, no, this week, I do believe that the faces are going to go over. I do believe they're trying to make American Alpha look to be the strongest team there. So if they introduce titles on SmackDown, they should win it first. But I do think the faces are going to go over, without a doubt. Tim?
Yeah, faces. I love American Alpha. They're awesome. And they're one of the best tag teams.
You'd love to see them on Raw, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, actually, to be honest.
Them versus the New Day.
Yeah, I have to say it. Come on. We need more tag teams.
SmackDown's the best in terms of tag teams. You heard it here first, folks. Yeah, well, and the best women's division.
Now you're going to edit that to make it look like I said SmackDown is the best.
Pretty much. Well, I have to admit, Raw has the better world title picture. Even though the Universal title is a stupid-ass name. But that's going to be our SummerSlam predictions. We've done the forfeits. We've done, all our predictions now. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, and we'll see you later. Take care.
Goodbye.